Hey guys, Fried Egg here with Sweaty Pixels, and we're talking with Paul Hellquist, the creative director of Borderlands 2. Say hi, Paul.
Hi.
And I just got done playing the game, and it's fantastic. I'm really happy with it. The graphics are, I didn't really think you guys could do much better, but the graphics are way better, and the gameplay experience, it almost seemed a little faster. And anyways, yeah, just in a nutshell, let me hear some differences or some new additions from Borderlands 2 to Borderlands, or 1 to 2 rather.
Sure. For Borderlands 2, we decided variety was a key word when we were thinking about what we wanted to bring to the sequel. So you're going to see a lot more variety in the environments that you explore, a lot more variety in the weapons that you use, a lot more variety in the shields, grenades, all of those things, a lot more variety. The enemies, a lot more different types of enemies that all have different tactics and different challenges for you to face.
I'm trying to wrap my head around more variety, because there's already so much variety in the previous Borderlands. It's crazy. Like I can't really even fathom there being more variety. But if you say so, the next thing I wanted to say was as far as gameplay goes, did you is it still? I think in Borderlands 1 it was the tier tree went up to level 50. So you're level 50, you could max out. You could max out a tier tree and all that. Is you following the same model for Borderlands 2?
Yeah. The level cap is 50. The difference in terms of skills and that level cap is the skill trees have about 10 more skills than the skill trees before. So there's a lot more choices when you're choosing what skills, and the sort of RPG elements of the game are much deeper and more rich than they were before.
I got you. That's one of my favorite things about Borderlands is, like, when I described it to friends when it first came out, I was like, it's kind of like Diablo meets FPS. That was kind of my initial that's how I explained it to my girlfriend. I was like, yeah, it's like Diablo, but it's a first-person shooter. You have skill trees, you work them up, and as far as some other gameplay stuff, one of the things I always liked about Borderlands was you guys stayed true to having boss encounters. Some of the games they seem to have kind of lost, especially first-person shooters. They seem to have lost that a little bit. Especially most of them nowadays are all like war-based first-person shooters, like in some war or army and this and that. So I guess it's kind of hard to have a big giant boss. But Borderlands obviously got these huge bosses. Can we expect to see the same huge giant boss fights in Borderlands 2, like epic battles and whatnot?
Yeah, absolutely. Bosses are something that we know is sort of a core thing, and many of the side missions end in a boss of some kind. Whether it's some big nasty bandit or some crazy version of the creatures that you fight, and we've got some big surprises in the plot as well in terms of bosses.
Gotcha. Lastly, I wanted to touch on multiplayer. Multiplayer was great in the first one. I was wondering if there's any core differences between Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2 multiplayer.
I wouldn't say any core differences. We're still a 4-player co-op online. Split screen on your couch is a big deal for us. This time around, you're able to take your split screen game and play online. So you can play 2 players on the couch with 2 players out in the world somewhere. So that's exciting. It's also significantly easier to find your friends. On the main menu, you see everyone who's playing Borderlands. You can just select their name and ask for an invite right there. And it's just much easier to find your friends, jump into games, and start going.
Awesome. That sounds great. Multiplayer was one of my favorite aspects of Borderlands 1. That's probably what I'm looking forward to just the most about Borderlands 2, is just being able to jump in at any time with one of my friends, just go at it. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. What was the release day again? I believe it was like end of September?
Yes, Borderlands 2 will be available September 18th for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and the PC.
That's beautiful. Well, hey guys, this has been Friday with Sweaty Pixels and Paul Hellquist, lead creative designer of Borderlands 2, and thanks for watching, and take it easy.